The following Lunch with Andy is Renee approved.
We are at Chipotle, my favorite place to eat today. So this is my favorite place today, is Chipotle. Hey, so it's Friday, what is it, 17th? You are getting caught up this weekend. You're going to get everything done you're going to need to get done. You're going to have a wonderful robot. You're going to give your team plenty of driver time. You're not going to have the robot in the software team's hands the whole weekend. I know you're not. You're going to let the drivers drive and practice gear placement. And if you have a mechanism that's not working, you might want to take it off, get it working, put it back on the robot, let the drivers drive. Give them plenty of time to practice, because at this point of the season, driving and practicing is a really key thing. So you've got to bag that robot at midnight, no longer local. So it's midnight Eastern time on Tuesday. That's when you got to bag. So some bagging tip. A, you don't have to bag your bumpers. So bumpers aren't part of your robot. You don't have to bag them. B, you don't have to bag your control, like your driver control. Don't worry about it. You should bag like heavy spare parts if you don't need them to practice with between bag day and comp day. My point is, whatever you bag doesn't count against your withholding allowance when you bring it into the event. So you don't have to just bag your single robot. You can bag extra sub-assemblies, extra spare parts, and bring those things in. I don't think you need to be bagging two robots, though. I think that happened, and I think there's some rules against that now. So don't worry about two robots. Just bag your robot on Tuesday night. Contest updates. We need to see your break your bot videos. We actually had one on our team last night. We broke our hanger. We have a pretty good video from that. So maybe we'll give an example of a video if I can get that to Brad. Also, we need to see some OCD style wiring. We need to see some very meticulous, very organized wiring. So we need to see pictures of how good your wiring is. I see some of those on Chief Delphi. We need to send them to us. Don't assume that they're contest entries. We need to send them to contest@andymark.com for them to be contest entries, or tweet at us. Either way, smoke signals don't work. We've learned that. I haven't seen this, but check out this video that Brett's going to link. It's a 300-point FTC Velocity Vortex video out of Maryland.
Oh, is that where it's going, John?
Yeah, right there. There?
My eyes that link is bugging my eyes for some reason. Maryland State Champs, 300-point Velocity Vortex Alliance score. It was team 8221 cubed and 7393 electron volts. Very inspirational. 300 points is a lot of points for Velocity Vortex. So good for you guys. Also, I do want to give a shout out to FRC 2909, who visited us last night here at Andy Mark. So yeah, we had a nice visit with the local team, came by and said hello, and that was kind of cool. Okay, so what's happening, John? This weekend in Manchester is the head ref training.
Yep.
So is there an off-season, is there a pre-season event in Manchester?
I know of a couple of Week Zero events. The official Week Zero event is in New Hampshire, hosted by Team 811. That is the one that all the head referees or about half of us, are going to be attending for our official training for the season on site. All referees and head referees go through training beforehand, but that'll be the official on-site training. So that's this weekend in New Hampshire. And then I know of one in Connecticut as well, Suffield Shakedown, hosted by Team 176. It's one of the longest running Week Zero events out there.
So can you tell us on Monday how that went this past weekend?
Yeah, totally.
Cool. Thanks, John. There might be a team update after the head ref training, or there might not. The game might be perfect and there's no tweaks to make, or there might be a change that might happen this weekend. We'll see what happens. My hope is the game's perfect and it won't be an issue. Right?
I'm really excited to see competitions this season. I'm excited to see first Steamworks play.
There's a thread on Chief Delphi that's talking about the complexity of this field and last year's field, and kind of blaming it on the theme of the two years. I guess I don't get that. 2007 was a huge, complex field to build. 2011 was a huge, complex field to build with a lot of stuff on the field.
2013 was more complex than either. 2013 Ultimate Ascent, where you had the pyramids in the center of the field, and
welded together pyramids that were impossible to build.
and then you also had all the high goals and low goals.
Yeah. 1992 had all the corn, you know?
Back in my day.
Think about all those game elements in 1992.
And we actually built, our team built the field with the corn.
Did it really?
Yeah, we did. We actually, well, it's kind of easy to find corn around here. Have a good weekend. Be safe. Now's the time when you break a robot. Don't break a finger, and don't break your body. Don't break yourself. Break your robot. Fix your robot. That's easy to fix. It's harder to fix our bodies. So be safe. Use your head. Wear safety glasses. And we'll see you on Monday after you have tons of driver practice this weekend. Right?
Do you have any useful advice or words for the viewers of Lunch with Andy before they head into their last weekend before Stop Build?
Don't panic. It might be the last weekend, but you still have time.
Yeah, Nick's saying don't panic. It's like Nick is currently screaming inside with panic. Hey, look at him.